All right, episode 10, back in the day.
Oh shit, we're rolling already?
We're rolling. All right, so before we get started on today's podcast, it is episode 10. Shout out to Niz. We do have Steven here, so a lot of people are watching. They're like, who's this guy? This is Steven. He's an apprentice at the shop. Steven, real quick, do you want to just give a brief, little quick bio?
Yeah. So Steven. So I was born and raised. Well, born in Orange County, raised out in Corona. Out there in Corona, I linked up with Richie, Herschel's brother, in like our freshman year in college.
Shout out to Richie.
Richie the Sinner.
Ritual.
Yeah. Kept in touch for a couple years and started posting my art kind of on Instagram. And I think he showed you, or had mentioned me, and he's like, you should pull up to the shop. This is about like in 2018.
Yeah.
The end of 2018, middle of 2018. Started kicking it, just kind of hanging around, cleaning up. And then from then on, kind of just picked up the apprenticeship from there.
You've been around. You've been drawing too, right?
Yeah. Kind of the same old story.
Your style too? What is your style?
More on the traditional side.
Traditional, right? You're always doing the watercolor.
Yeah. Dabble in a lot of like lettering, script. Nothing crazy. More on just like the clean,
Definitely. How long have you been with this too at Pachuco?
It's been on and off for like 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, there was a little gap that you took some time off.
Yeah, just some little legal trouble,
definitely,
kind of thing like that. Started back up maybe like five months ago, something like that. So.
Yeah, but Steven, he's been with us again a few years, and he did take a little break, but he's back with us, and we just wanted to give a quick bio, quick description, that way you guys at least know. Again, we're gonna be alternating the fourth mic, but with different guys from the shop, so. It just worked out tonight. But it is, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And then I do want to say, though, 10 episodes, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
okay,
right.
so 10 episodes, that's 10 hours. Yeah. So if you have watched all the episodes, I think we're homies now. I think we're homies. For real. 10 hours, that's deep.
To be honest, I haven't seen really any of them.
Stop the cat. Yeah. But, shit. So I'm actually running on 3 hours of sleep right now. So I did 7 tattoos last night.
What time did you get off?
It was late, man. Julio actually stayed back, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
He stayed too? So Julio, he chilled the whole time. We vlogged the hell out of last night. So,
is he sleeping over at the shop?
Low key,
I think so.
Well,
okay.
That fool would, he'll just be there all day. When he's there, like he'll be there all day.
But we need. We do need somebody like that, definitely, man. So it definitely.
Bro, he came in earlier. He probably would have caught some walk-ins yesterday.
There was a couple, right?
Really?
Yeah, there was like a few that had called in.
Yeah. But sick.
I don't know nothing about walk-ins.
So I did tattoo Tempo. If you guys don't know who Tempo is, and actually before we get into it, let's jump right into it. Today's sponsor is brought to you by Tempo Kitchen. If you guys aren't following, make sure to check out Mr. Tempo.
Like, come closer to me, Steven.
He has a chain of restaurants. Georgie. He has a chain of restaurants, King and Queen Cantina, Tempo Kitchen. And honestly, he is a client of mine, but the food there is amazing. The environment is amazing. It definitely is my favorite restaurant. If you guys want to check them out, it is Tempo Kitchen and King and Queen Cantina. And again, thank you to our sponsor, Mr. Tempo, taking care of this episode. And he took care of us yesterday. He brought us food. He
sushi.
Yeah, his birria tacos were pretty fire. You know what I mean? And then like he sponsored it with the drinks as well too. He had his own like personal.
He has his own beer.
He has his own water. He has his own water, bro. His own water.
Did it taste special?
Bro, I just tasted like water.
Nah, it's just fire.
Mr. Temple drink from Backwash.
It was from he sourced the water from like the highest, like Mount Everest.
Youth water, because he looks younger every time I see him.
How old is the guy?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Cap.
You're wild. But okay, so they just opened up Calaveras in here in Orange, right?
Yeah.
So I, as I said, I'm not playing. I do love this restaurant. But Juan, on the other hand, you're a Calaveras fan, right?
Yeah, continue.
So I still haven't had it, so I don't know. Have you had it, Steven?
No,
you know
I cruised by there. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
They're both fire.
Okay.
I guess, they're both honestly the same.
Georgie's like, if it ain't the homie's food truck, I ain't having it.
I'm too broke to fucking be eating that.
Georgie, give us an update, man. What's the deal? Give us an update. The last episode.
So on the last episode, I had accidentally said cat. My bad. It was actually my dog.
Lying.
It was my 2-year pit bull.
Yeah.
So right now she pulled through. We did the surgery. Like they like had to like basically like cut her open, flush out all the like the bacteria and stuff out of there. For like 2 or 3 days, like she had it was like in pretty much like like all kind of like pain. And then like I've been keeping up with her medication and stuff. So far, like the swelling's been like going down. Yeah, like she's doing better. Like her like the whole side of her face was like fat, like huge,
Yeah,
like sagging.
I was worried. I texted you the next day. I was hoping everything went smooth.
Yeah,
but
like because like to be honest, like I was getting pretty scared because like they said that the swelling will go away like eventually, but then like I saw that it noticing like getting it bigger. And then I was like, oh, fuck, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, and so I was, like, calling, like, nonstop, and they said, like, just give it some time. It's just, like, a little side effect from, like, the inflammation and shit like that. Like, if you give her, like, just keep giving her antibiotics, or she has painkillers, like, take care of painkillers. So, like, I was, like, on it, like, 24/7, like, trying to just, like, make sure she was, like, okay. Now, like, it's kind of more subsided, so, like, it just looks almost normal, like, in her face. She still has, like, the staples, like, all around, like, her face. Which I think like in like 10 days, 10 or 9 days, I have to schedule an appointment to have them them removed and stuff.
But that's good.
But she's doing really good.
That's
she's
good
eating. She's, you know what I mean? Like she's walking around. She'll occasionally have, you know, some pain, but I still have those meds for her to take. So she'll, you know, it'll go away eventually, the pain for her. But yeah, she's doing really good. You know, I want to say like, I appreciate everyone who's been like helping out. I know I fucked up on the whole like GoFundMe link thing. But I just figured out how to do it. I don't know how to do any of that shit on social media.
Yeah,
and, like,
Georgie
how to
really does not know. He was literally asking us how to post.
Yeah, like right now, like before we started.
I had to help him out.
Because I don't really know any of that. You know what I mean? But like, you know, as far like as the people who have been following me on social media, you know, like I said, like I was gonna, you know, it doesn't matter like if you donate or even just booking an appointment, all that money.
By booking an appointment.
Yeah, even like all the money that I'm making from like my appointment is just going straight to my dog. You know what I mean? I mean, I love my dog. You know what I mean? Any kind of dog. You know, I've always been. I see a dog in need. I always try to help out. You know what I mean? Like, so that's just me because I'm just like a dog lover. Definitely. You know, I love dogs. You know,
no, but that's you know, I'm glad it's you know, we're continuing it on a positive note, and you know, she's doing better. But since we're on the topic of dogs, let's talk about this. The French Bulldog becomes the top U.S. dog breed, surpassing the Labrador Retrievers, which were the top dog breed for 30 years. The average price right now for a Frenchie is around $5,000. Yeah. Didn't we just have this conversation, Juan, about how what's up with tattoo artists? They all sell dogs. They all sell dogs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
on the side, like a little side hustle. Yeah,
it really is.
Well, don't you have a Frenchie dog?
Well, yeah. Wow.
Perito?
Man, I don't care how much money you pay me, bro. Yeah, I know, right? The Tijuana Frenchie. Well, he is actually a Frenchie American Bulldog. But yeah, but he's definitely more Frenchy though. Yeah. I mean, just from having this Frenchie, I don't know how people have the patience for these dogs, man, because it's
the health of it. That's where the Frenchies.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But $5,000, that's how much they're going for.
I mean, my brother sold mine for $2,000 without paperwork because.
Oh, I see. But that's a lot of work for Frenchies. Yeah, but then haven't you guys seen too that they go for even more? 15.
Oh yeah,
I got like a couple homies that's all they do for work, bro. They just breed Frenchies. You know, they keep that male pit bull, and then they just like
the stud.
They go and they have the mate or whatever. You know,
split it with someone that has like the female, and then you'll have like your male, and then you split it both ways.
Wow.
But I mean, I would too.
How many, like a litter? How much does a litter produce? Like how many?
Not
puppies?
that many, to be honest.
See,
you know what I mean?
You
like,
also don't want to like
because they're small, you know, so they can't really have like too many dogs.
The mom dog, you know.
True.
Getting you pregnant every time. Damn. Dog trafficking. Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Yeah. Because I have my boy, and he sells them for like almost up to like 15 grand. You know what I mean? Bro. Like one time he traded a
designer dog. Right
he traded a dog for a car, bro. Like,
wow, really could.
Did you guys see that cat dog that's going viral right now? There's videos of these.
It's a dog, but it looks like a cat.
Is that real? See, I don't know. What's the deal?
I don't know. I think it's more of just the fur and how it looks.
Oh, okay. But it does look like a cross between a cat and a dog. Mm-hmm. So
is it like a new Pokemon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's that Pokemon? And it's like,
I don't know what's
You know
going
what I
on.
mean?
There's this shore in New York where they have these. It's by this island where allegedly they. I wish I knew the name of it, but there's this island which they did testing on, and there's these animals that mysteriously wash up ashore, and people can't tell what kind of animals these are, and there's photos of them online. But anyways, they say that they're like hybrids and animals that were tested on. Real thing, yeah. It's in New York. Like I said, I wish I had it. We need somebody to like fact check, you know.
Snap
Do a
it or
little
it
fact
didn't
check,
happen.
boom, you know. But yeah, that really. What do you guys think? I mean, there's certain countries that are already doing cross breeding,
sure,
right?
yeah.
So I mean, that's the future. That's the future. What happens?
The liger.
Right, the liger.
Yeah. Well, that's
The
real,
liger.
right?
Yeah,
That
it
exists,
turns out it's a real thing.
Yeah.
The thing that scares me the most or makes me worried is like cloning. Humans.
Who is that?
Humans. What's gonna happen
You
when
think
we
that's
start?
possible right now? Not right now, though.
I
I mean, there's
you ask
something.
me anything's possible.
There's something
Yeah.
similar to that, you know. Obviously, where like they take the
Yeah.
egg and they put it in the embryo, and then
That's another thing with future
You know what I'm
technology.
saying?
You're gonna be able to customize your baby. You're gonna be like, I want my baby to be 6 feet. I want him to, you know,
I don't know about all that.
Have Juan's, bone structure with George's goatee. You know, with Steven's locks. So you're gonna be able to. You're
It's
gonna
like
be able
with
to
my
customize
tats.
your baby. So
it's like with my
true.
tats on them.
But so I again, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I just got back from the YouTube event, so I
How was
just
that?
went. It was cool. It was actually at the Google. I don't know if it's like a Google headquarters, but it's in Playa Vista. Do you remember? Were you with me when we tattooed Markel Fultz, the basketball player? Was that you? Somebody came with me, but it was right there, literally.
I
right
think I
next to
did
that
because I
building.
maybe I tattooed his lady.
That was you. You were struggling. on
Roman
that piece.
numerals.
You fucked it up, huh?
No, I didn't fuck it up.
I thought the date was wrong.
Damn.
No, didn't you misspell the date? It was Roman numerals, and remember, I think they caught it. I'm serious. You don't remember that? George is just playing. You remember
No,
that?
I'm
like,
like,
which
I have
one?
like the whole loading symbol
did.
like on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
forehead
you
right
did.
now. I'm
Which
trying to
one?
think.
I fucked up a lot.
Okay, well, Roman numerals. If I did,
I think you did, George.
it was probably their fault.
Always
It's like they should have told you before.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You got to be careful with them.
True.
when they want it in red, but they don't tell you.
Oh my
That too. No, but back to the YouTube event, man. It was pretty cool. There was a bunch of creators there. I got to see
Come
some
on,
of my,
Hershey, that was
friends from
like,
TikTok.
how long ago was that? It was like fucking years ago. You were trying to
What?
put me on blast.
That was like 2 years ago.
Not even
Hey,
2 years ago.
The show
my
is
ass.
back in the day, so we're talking about back in the day.
I don't even think I was dating my lady at the time when I did that. So I was like, that's
you
already,
were.
that's
You
already
were.
like 3-4 years ago.
That was during the pandemic. Because I
Not
remember wearing a
even.
mask. It was during the pandemic. I was wearing a mask for that video.
I wasn't wearing a
'Cause-
mask.
Wrong.
No, I'm talking about for the video. I used the mask for
When
the
I
beginning, so
tat-
that was around that timeline.
But like me tattooing that chick, I think it was like right before it was about to happen, the pandemic.
I don't know, but it's around that time.
Because like I remember like we were at his room. They were flying out. I think like the
Yeah.
very next
Oh,
day or
who was that
something.
guy?
So Markel Fultz, I
there?
think he was a first draft pick. He got picked up by Orlando Magic, but then he got injured and he's
Yeah.
been out. But he was like a first
football
draft pick.
or
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Sick.
Basketball. I actually did a Kobe Bryant tattoo. on
Oh,
him,
sick.
so,
Sick.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate Roman numerals. Fuck Roman numerals.
I know they suck. Too. Yeah.
What's up,
I
Juan?
don't like them. Do you like doing athletes like tattooing them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to
You
say,
prefer-
rephrase that. Pause.
Come on. Georgie.
Tattooing.
Yeah, definitely.
Other one of
I
the
mean,
things-
we've talked about it, right?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, tattooing rappers versus athletes or other
Usually,
people.
sure.
I had a conversation with Tempo last night. Actually, let's get a little bit more into that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how Tempo, we deal with celebrities and things like that, but Tempo's on a whole nother level. I told a story about how Mr. Tempo had Jean-Claude Van Damme at his birthday party.
Yeah.
So, bro, this dude is like FaceTiming. Is it Pocho Barasa? Like all these different artists.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like he's like FaceTiming them. They're messaging him back. He just knows everybody.
Yeah.
And it's
Hold
just
on, but what?
he knows everybody. It's crazy.
But what about the time when he showed up to the shop with his custom made hat?
Yeah.
Remember the custom made hat that he had?
Uh-huh.
What did he?
The party hat.
The party hat.
Oh.
Remember what he had?
was it
What
a
he had
like
on the party
rolling
hat?
papers?
Did he have condom? Oh,
And then he had
No, he
like
had a
little,
fucking vibrator.
Yeah, a little vibrator.
He had a
And then
vibrator
he was
on the
"Here,
band."
Here's touch it, and I was like, "What the heck? I didn't touch that shit?" Because he turned it on, and I was like, "I wasn't gonna." And then
I was like, I don't know where that shit's been.
Yeah,
You're right.
what
Did
do
it
you-
had a joint in it too?
Yeah,
A joint.
He had a
couple
joint
things,
on there
like,
too,
like,
yeah.
lights and everything.
Party time.
That's actually pretty cool.
And that was his. He considered it that his party hat was like a big red hat, right?
Is that the one that was like 20,000 or something?
Yeah, some shit
I
like
don't know.
custom made.
Bro,
It's sick,
like
it's sick though.
Yeah, it was
I would
sick,
wear
huh?
that.
I don't know about the vibrator though. Without the vibrator, I'd be like, that's cool.
Party hat.
Party hat.
It smells a little funky, you know what I mean?
You know, we were talking about the cost of living in California, and they're saying that making $100,000 in Los Angeles feels like only $44,000, according to a new study. That's a fact. You know, again, we talked about housing and the living costs. You know, I talked about how I was making $675 back in the day.
For it to smell like piss in LA, I don't know.
And that's facts.
Yeah.
It really smells like.
You know,
You go to Texas right now and get a mean crib right now.
Well, that's what everyone's posting about, like on TikTok and shit like that. It's like, instead of living in California, how about you live in Texas?
But is it
for
worth it, though?
for $33,000, you can buy like this fucking big ass mansion of a house in fucking Texas. And I'm like, okay, but
like
fuck Texas, like what the fuck, like
Hey, chill. Hey, shout out to all my talk watches. Yeah, all my cuz out there. Nah.
George says
Yeah, this is not a representation of back in the day podcast.
nah, fuck that. I mean, like I'm just saying, like. To me personally, it was like, well, I don't really have anything like connected to Texas to me to want to move out there to be like, okay, other than the price of living.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Besides getting a crib for cheap, like what can you do out there? You know?
You have guns.
Okay, but like
No taxes.
you shoot guns and
I think
then
no taxes.
not what then
Yeah.
what? You know what I mean? Like,
what?
yeah.
What? You know?
I mean, you gotta have a reason to live in
Yeah.
Texas.
No, I'm
You know
good.
what I
I'm
mean?
not
Other
saying
than
I'm
the
moving to
cost of
Texas. I'm chilling.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like fuck Texas in general.
All right,
I'm just saying
glad we
like fuck
clarified
going
that.
to Texas.
Okay.
For sure.
I'll
Yeah.
tattoo in Texas.
Yeah. Nah, Texas is over you now, bro. Yeah.
Nah, I never really liked that place
They're saying you
anyways.
gotta go check in with Baby Youngin, they said.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. What the fuck?
I know you did it. Man.
What's so good about California?
It's like all they got out
Majority
there
is the weather.
is squatted trucks.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Weather.
not too hot, it's not too cold.
We have it all.
Was that in
I mean,
Alabama?
right now we're tripping out with the rain, like, oh my god, it's raining too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
light.
I mean, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about the rain.
You don't give a fuck about nobody.
I don't give a fuck about anything. My dog, I give a fuck about my dog.
No, we literally have it all.
And my
Forest,
kid.
desert, you
And
can
my
go to the
wife.
mountains,
Yeah.
the beach.
I love
we
my wife.
literally have it all here. What'd you say?
Huh?
Juan, so you said you had green beer too, right? Recently? We had
Oh.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's, yeah, that shit was nasty.
Hey, did it make you piss green though?
No, but it was so much dye that it made my teeth and my tongue green.
But yeah, it didn't make your piss green?
No.
That's interesting.
No,
What about
'cause
shit?
It was only one beer.
Whoa.
That, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a shit podcast,
Well, that's
bro.
because
we
the-
Right,
talk
you
about
just-
shit every podcast.
You just said he
Hey, yes.
took a green
Alright,
shit,
true,
bro.
true,
Like
true.
that. I
Yeah,
mean, I just
that's
want to know,
not-
how does it work?
I don't know.
If it's green dye, do you sweat green?
No,
The nut was
I'm curious. Yeah.
See, okay, see, like
But
you be
something's
saying that, I be
wrong.
saying some
Something's
shit
wrong.
wild. He just was saying about nut.
I know you guys are in a battle right now. You guys are in a battle.
It's like
right
I
now.
got that St. Patty surprise.
Man, I'm feeling bummed out. We took an L last night. You know, Mexico made it to the semifinals. We were playing against Japan. You know, we had my guy
Japan's
Otani
taking
over there.
Japan and U.S.
So,
are playing right now. I'm pretty sure they're done by now already.
Dang.
Japan was already winning.
Japan's killing it.
Taking
Really?
over, huh?
Yeah, we
Me
took
and
it
Juan
out.
were at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo. No, Wingstop.
Wingstop,
bro.
Wingstop.
Yeah.
And like they were playing, I was like, imagine if this was like the actual World War III of U.S. against Japan, and it all leads up to just a fucking game,
Baseball game.
a fucking baseball game, and I was
that's
like,
cool.
Yeah.
it's like we're losing.
Yeah, we lose. We get nuked.
Dang.
I didn't say anything about that. I just said we were gonna end up speaking like
For Harvard
Japanese.
part
You know
two.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know if you guys seen 6ix9ine was faded at the
Oh,
game
yeah,
too,
yeah.
bro. That was so viral that my dad was sharing it. My dad was sharing that meme of 6ix9ine faded.
6ix9ine.
He's like
At a baseball
6ix9ine
game?
I forgot what he said. Yeah, at the baseball
he was
game.
right behind like
Yeah.
Yeah, he was faded though.
Yeah.
He was off the 1942.
Oh,
Shit, I've
okay.
been there.
You could drink at fucking a baseball game?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
hard
Well,
liquor?
he's
Yeah.
VIP. He's
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess you could do anything
I saw
when you're
him
rich,
drinking
huh?
Yeah.
eating the little honey. The little.
He was off the honey pads?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Really?
Honey
He was
pads?
on a sick one. Yeah. The little.
The fuck is that?
Honey pack.
The honey packs, like
Honey,
the blue
honey.
chew,
Honey.
right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's like a blue
that's
chew
what-
or a Hims.
That's what that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Make you-
I mean, I don't know anything about that. I don't. How do you know about it?
Somebody made a comment about nuking, right? That's actually a real thing. North Korea's Kim Jong-un calls for nuclear attack preparedness on U.S. and South Korea.
Oh, shit.
So that's actually a real thing that that you brought up. So
Damn.
it's crazy. I'm telling you, man.
You ever watched the interview? The movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. Classic.
Bro, with Katy
Classic.
Perry
Classic.
singing in the background.
James Franco.
Yeah. That combo is top.
Talking about, I know James Franco got canceled, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then I remember hearing recently too, Drake Bell got canceled,
Drake Bell did.
right? and now he's in Mexico.
USB.
And
My
they
bad,
know-
we're on our own
they
little
call
shit.
him,
No, it's like
or he
that
goes
was-
by Drake Campana.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah, yeah. They love him in Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
but he had
love
like
him.
a case pending, like allegedly something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Who's
I
Drake
don't know.
Campana?
Drake Bell.
Yeah. Drake and
From
Josh.
Drake and
From
Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he got canceled.
Yeah, legends. But if he's really on that, which I hope he's not.
You know, it's funny. He actually
Fuck that
performed
guy.
at my high school.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if he needed money.
Damn,
or
that didn't
something.
age well, huh?
Like-
He needed money?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that when they were shooting Zoe 101? Do you know about that show though?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake Bell comes out in
That's
that.
old.
Yeah, they performed
Nah,
a concert.
This is, I mean, back in my high school days, not that
Oh.
crazy.
You're fanning out, huh?
Nah.
You're holding his poster with his face on it and shit. Suck my
He was
shit.
alright, he was alright.
So they're closing all our favorite stores. They've been closing all our favorite stores. Foot Locker to close nearly 400 mall-based stores by 2026.
Oh, Foot Locker's closed.
That's a big chain right there, and they're
I fuck Foot Locker.
all our favorite. Where do you go, Gunther's?
Nah,
He stole that one.
I go to Payless.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Not around.
Yeah, the
Not around. Not around.
I'm not around
Do you
anymore.
guys
Yeah.
remember?
Is that-
Mervin's.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been
Love
out.
Mervyn's.
Obviously, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that.
I go to Shoe City.
Shoe City is still around. Shoe City's still
Mhm.
around. But I used to get my 501s from Irvin's. That was the spot.
Mm-hmm.
You guys probably don't remember, but back in the day, they had a store called Suncoast. It was all collectibles and movies and DVDs. That store was a shit. I missed that store.
Blockbuster.
But what about Fire?
Blockbuster.
Video.
Hollywood Video. Yeah, we talked
Fayas.
about video store.
Fire.
Okay, which I'm glad you brought that up. Fayas Paredes originally was the Family Bargain Center. Shout out to my people that know that reference, because it started off as the Family Bargain Center, and then it
Really?
changed to Fayas.
Because we had one in downtown Santa Ana for like the longest, man. And then when they saw that they were closing, everybody was wilding out because that was like the spot to like fucking get your uniforms. You can get your fucking your school uniforms. You can
Oh,
get your
really?
fucking like your
Yeah.
jeans, your quinceañera fucking dresses and all this shit.
Some
Like they had
drip.
like even like vintage style T-shirts and shit. Like Nick used to
Jackets.
fucking shop there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can get like almost everything on a fucking discount. Like you can get like a Bart T-shirt for like $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was like sick ass Bart. Like, or you can get like a sick like
Oh, the
T-shirt.
gangster one.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
like they had that. They had that. They had like the SpongeBob
There you go.
blinged out and
Yeah.
everything
Rails on
on
fire.
T-shirt. Yeah, like for like
Gotcha.
$3-4. I remember
Those
going
are
there as a
sick,
kid,
yeah.
bro, because they had it downstairs. Fuck, that shit was like the shit going down. It's like you thought like you were cool, like, oh, this is the like where they keep all the good shit. Like downstairs, you go downstairs and then it's like a whole another fucking level of fucking stuff that they just sell there, from like camas, fucking they'll sell you like a whole couch if you wanted
Mexican
to. You
blankets
know what I
too,
mean?
or what?
You figure out how you get it up the
Animals?
stairs later on, but they fucking sell it all downstairs too and shit. Like it was a fucking dope as shit, you know what I mean?
When was the last time you guys went to the alleys? You guys get any good
What
pickups
alleys?
there? The alleys, Los Callejones?
Oh, the Callejones?
Downtown
Oh,
LA.
yeah.
We-
I
George
I've
been there a
recently
couple
been
times.
there
Yeah,
like
I-
maybe a couple months
I don't go
ago.
there often.
Yeah.
They always got good stuff.
Yeah, for
either
merch.
for
Remember
food
for merch
too.
and blanks?
Yeah, for food too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time we
It's
go
like
there,
good
we
food
usually get like a hot dog or like or
The
the fruit
Mount
cup,
Gallas,
the fruit
Oh,
cups.
yeah, the fruit
Oh,
cups
all
for
of
sure.
that, Yeah,
For
I love all
sure.
that.
Oh, Georgia came back all supremed out with the Supreme backpack there.
You got it. You got a Supreme backpack.
I did. I got it for Presley though.
Yeah,
I did.
see, you don't be
That
throwing
was
me
me.
under the
I'll
bus.
give it to Presley.
I got some sick ass boots there with Hirsch one time, like on a disc, like on a,
True.
like I bargained for
Some
those.
Python boots.
Yeah, I bargained for them bitches. You wanted like $50? I think I got them for like 20.
Oh shit.
No facts.
Lowballer
I still wear them
and
bitches.
finance,
I know, Georgie. We just had a conversation about supporting small businesses, man.
like, nah, fuck
Don't mean you can't bargain on a good deal. You know what I mean?
that. True.
Hey, if I know it's fake, I might as well get it
True.
for
Yeah,
a fake
yeah.
price.
Yeah, and you could bargain. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can always
It's
bargain
like
right there.
$500.
It don't hurt to
No,
bargain.
I'm just messing around.
Juan was giving me shit earlier for wanting to bargain about his brother's car.
The institute, the Institute of Alcohol Abuse finds women binge drink more than men for the first time ever in history.
Facts.
What do you guys think? You guys think that's
Alcohólica.
true? I feel like women could outdrink men for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't really drink, so I'm a fucking lightweight.
That's right.
True. Man.
I have like maybe like 3-4 beers and a shot, and I'm fucking
to
gone.
deal with them.
Man.
Drinking.
I love my wife. I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. Georgie's on it. Georgie's on it.
Intro.
Hey, in music news though, this dude Peso Pluma is blowing up right now. He just surpassed Bad Bunny, Juan. This is the first Mexican artist. The what is it?
How does it go? Since you're
since we're gonna break out his song, he's got that song with Nathaniel Cano, the AMG song. He's got my song right now, La Bebé, with Young Lucas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he's versatile, bro. He's blowing up right now. I think he's probably the hottest artist right now. If I could tattoo anybody right now, Peso Pluma, I need that. Peso Pluma's hot right now. Georgie don't care.
I don't even know
He's like,
who the fuck
if
that
it ain't
is.
oldies, yeah.
He don't even know who the fuck that is.
I mean, I don't listen to them.
See, you're not tapped in, Georgie, but you don't speak Spanish though, Steven, right?
No,
So
no,
see, it's understandable, you know.
So I don't even speak like
Georgie hates the number one artist in the world, so you know what I mean.
Bro, you guys be playing that the corridos and shit and cumbia. I don't know what the fuck. And
But
then like
you low key
you're
start
Mexican.
singing. This
Yeah,
dude
I
starts
know.
singing it though.
I know.
I
You're
start
saying all
singing
this.
it because it's already like stuck in my head.
You're vibing, bro. You're vibing.
I'm not even
Joe
vibing on
vibing.
it. I put on like the sad cut hours. You know what I'm saying?
Same shit. Some eslabón armado. Yeah. But you like the old school stuff too, though, right, Juan?
Yeah.
The old school. Yeah.
Charlie. Oh, you like Chalino too.
You like Chalino.
I like Chalino.
Yeah.
Oh, we be bumping that too.
When I'm
Yeah,
like,
you play it too.
But see,
Yeah,
like,
actually,
I'll bust
so I take
out-
that back,
No,
even
I
though you
speak
don't.
Spanish, I'm just not confident.
Oh, I see.
I'll bust out
I wasn't
Chalino
sure.
like if I'm like at a party like
Yeah.
drunk as fuck, you know what I mean? That typical Mexican who's drunk and be like, my heart got broken. Bust out some Chalino and shit.
And get to tears.
You know what I mean? And then like my lady's like, why the fuck you crying about it? And I'm like, I was like, oh my bad,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Man.
Are you guys the drinker that starts crying, the one that gets all mad and shit? Or what kind of drinker are you when you get fucked up?
Damn, that's actually a good question.
I mean, when
The
I drink,
happy
when
one, or
I
he's a-
drink, I
he's
get
a
happy.
happy
I
one.
want to
He
get
starts-
everybody on my vibe.
He starts
you know?
dancing and shit.
Yeah, I wanna
I
get
start.
everybody on my
If
vibe.
you think I say wild shit when I'm fucking sober, I say the most wildest shit when I'm fucking drunk. Like even more wild shit.
We have to do a podcast. Maybe
Like,
on
you
a
guys gotta
special
pull me
number
aside and
where
tell me
we
to shut
take
the
a
fuck
couple
up
shots
kinda
or something. I'd like to see this side of Georgie.
Bro, what is up with you, Juan, bro?
Yeah,
You
I'm
keep
adjusting and then
you keep dropping your fucking mic.
Yeah, too many drinks.
Lay off the fucking Coke cherry, bro.
Not just Coke.
Yeah, so the YouTube event, they had they awarded this guy, he got 10 million subscribers, so they gave him his diamond plaque. I guess you get a diamond plaque, so that was pretty sick. But they had food there, drinks. I ran into some of my friends from TikTok, from the TikTok creator program. But yeah, man, I feel like YouTube's really doing it for all the creators out there. You know, I know a lot of the focus right now is on short form content, but I think the real longevity is definitely long form content. That's why I'm really trying to focus on, you know, doing the YouTube thing. Still definitely push the short form content, because you got to ride the wave while it's hot, right? But also you also have to prepare for, you know, for the future, for ahead. And I feel like when you gain an audience, which is what we're trying to do here with this podcast, right? I feel like that's the strongest audience that you can have is through long form content, because people don't. Sure, they can see a bunch of short form videos, but they don't really truly know who you are, or if they can get a glimpse, but it takes so much longer. When you do long form content, again, if people have watched this since episode 1, you know, this is going to be 10 hours of content that people consume. So they know you on a deeper level, and I feel like people connect with you better in that way. So again, all the creators out there, I encourage everybody to, you know, also post long form content as well. Don't just focus on short, because there's the advantages to that. So
Those events that you go to, what are they for? They just like kind of.
I think.
Do they give you?
I mean,
classes?
They look like just fucking party.
They look like you just.
They literally are parties. But here's the deal. I've been watching this.
Like,
I'm studying this shit. I'll give you an example. So
I see him with like the red cup, you know, with a drink in his hand.
But you're
Like, is it just like a?
yeah.
Is
So
it just
it's
networking?
definitely a
YouTube
networking
documentary
event.
of Herchell of inside what goes on YouTube.
Edition. No, so they are a socializing event. But what happens is you get to meet all the people behind YouTube, and it's not a lot of creators. It's an invite-only type thing. I feel like there was maybe 250 creators, and people came from everywhere. From, you know, I met people from out of state, some people from up north. But so it's only a few.
Cool.
Excuse me. It's only a limited amount of creators. But you want to know what my theory is? Sure, it's a networking thing, but there's people that are mingling within the crowds that are observing, meeting people. Because I feel, okay, I'll give you an example. I met this chick, a representative from YouTube, and you know what she's in charge of? The algorithm, right? So that encourages if your shit is hot or not. So you know what I did? I was chilling with the algorithm lady, right? So this is an opportunity for you to connect with people. And also, I feel like there's people that are incognito in these networking events that they don't say. They're there as a creator, but they're deep within YouTube. Yeah. So they're looking for creators that are that you know, without actually saying, they're almost in disguise, and they're picking and choosing, because there is a hot button.
Herschel's over here buying her drinks and sweet talking to her. It's like, chill. So how,
chill. She doesn't even work there.
So how can she's the waitress and shit.
She's bullshitting there.
Gotcha. No, but on a serious note, yeah, that's hilarious. But on a serious note, I really do believe that there's people, not just that. Again, I've gone to TikTok events, Pinterest, other types. Yeah. I feel like there's people that are deep in these groups that are like, what's the word? Scouting. Right. You know, they're scouting the next creators. You know, they're looking to see how someone truly is. Because if you think the interaction that you're going to have with somebody, like, for example, you're a YouTube representative, someone that makes calls, the interaction that you're going to have with me as a creator is going to be different if me knowing you're that person, right? So you asked that. I think that's a big part of it. You know, I really do believe that. I think this game is... It's a lot more than people think. I also believe that there's creators that are just like in music and rap. There's they're called industry plants, right? Mm-hmm. I really believe that there's industry plants in the social media game. There's creators that are picked out, polished, and pushed by certain apps, and they just split the revenue. You know what I mean? Right. So if I'm Instagram, I make you hot, Juan. Yeah. You're going to get hit by Gap, McDonald's. You know what? Boom, let me get a little cut of that. Just like they sign you as a rapper, right? Like same thing. They're going to get a cut off your music. So I feel like the social media game is close to the rap game, just like the crack game.
Whoa.
What kind of crack?
Cracker Jacks?
Jack and a crack?
We all got a product, man. We all got a product. Steven, let's talk about you, man. You know, I know, you're fourth mic right now, but bro, we've been trying to push you to start tattooing, right? So Steven's been practicing on Practice Skin. He's been George has been pushing him too to get this going.
Pushing him, I've been throwing him.
Bro, so you have a few select flash sheets, right? Yeah. So anybody out there, bro, let's get you going, man. Let's do some solid black tattoos. We have an apprentice here. He's been tattooing, doing small bangers. You guys can see examples on our page if you'd like. But maybe, we can start getting some people on. That way you can, you already did one on Eric's friend. That way you can start working on real people, because the goal is for you to, be tattooing soon on the next Friday the 13th, or maybe InkCon. We'll see what's up.
You still owe me 4.
Yeah, I got a few more.
4 people? You got it?
Yeah, because I did like I think 10 designs, and then you picked out 5 of them that I should be doing.
What's as in like a new artist? What's the thing that makes you the most nervous of doing a tattoo? What would you say right now? What's your biggest worry? The biggest what is that?
As far as just tattooing, it's just more of that you're gonna mess up, but you just want to limit it. So when you're going in there and you're pulling your line, you're kind of hyper focusing on that, and you're just I don't want to blow this out. I don't want to give somebody a messed up line or something like that. And then at the same time, if you end up do something wrong, you can hurt somebody kind of thing like that. It's nothing crazy, but that's what's going through my head. It's not the fact that I can't do this. It's just I want to make sure that I do it as best as I can. And from the last one compared to the first one I did back, I would say I did a lot better on that one. The first one I did back was on me. George and I split that one. But then the next one, that one was just on me.
And I could tell you, as someone that's been doing it a long time, I feel like certain tattoos are going to be easier. I'm sure you guys agree, right? There's some tattoos that you're just going to easy. It's almost like automatic, right? But I feel like there's certain pieces that we're all going to get, that we still get, that pressure's going to be on, and you're going to stress on them. That stress is never gone. That's another thing. I feel like people think that, this guy's been doing it for X amount of years, it's easy for him. But no, you're always going to get some stuff that's going to stress you the hell out, just to be honest. But it's constant lessons.
Yeah, definitely in the beginning.
Yeah, but that's how you're going to be able to gauge the things that you can do. That way, you can start planning ahead for future. Let me find out you're tired, Georgie.
A little bit.
Man, I'm the one on 3 hours right now. But you did run 2 hours, and you did good last time, though. So, yeah, I'm running on 3 hours right now. Oh, real quick, I didn't even get too much into it. So Tempo came in. I thought I was going to tattoo his, just him. But I tattooed his 2 daughters. I tattooed his girl. And then I ended up doing 3 or 4 tattoos on him. So I'm also going to be dropping a vlog too. So if you guys do see that vlog with Mr. Tempo, do me a favor. Here's the deal. If you guys are watching this podcast, I'd like for you guys to use that way I know, you know, to separate the viewers from this podcast. I'd love for you guys to drop some trophy emojis on either my Instagram post or anywhere like that. That way, that's gonna be able to tell us, you know, who are the people that are watching these podcasts. Because again, this is early right now. This is the early stages. Thus the name Early Gang. You know, this is early on because this is a vision, man. This is a vision, and you know, that's really what it is. You have a vision. You gotta believe, and you just gotta keep it doing. You know. How you feeling though, Juan? You did a back piece?
Yeah.
Talk about it, man.
Today. We started yesterday. It was a Hanya, a demon mask, a Japanese mask, and we did
hentai?
like 15 hentai. We did like 15 hours on it. In total, we started yesterday. Put some numbing cream throughout the whole session. But yeah, then he was shaking a little bit, so I was like, yeah, let's call it a night. Finish it tomorrow, and then I came in for a little bit, and then yeah. Knocked out. It was cool. It was cool.
How many hours did you do today?
Like 4.
Oh, okay. So you got the majority of it?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
Oh, good, good.
But I just didn't want to push it yesterday because last thing I want would be someone passing out, you know?
Definitely.
I'd be like, hey, let me finish him.
Yeah. I mean, last night I did saw his hand was kind of shaking.
Well, he was like gonna fist bump me. He was like this.
Yeah, and I immediately saw that when he tried to fist bump me, and I was like, damn, bro, you did that? Like.
He's a
trooper though, man.
But he actually sat like a champ. It was just the end. You could tell like after a while your body kind of gives up and kind of.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about last night, right? Sometimes clients, they're mentally they're ready to continue the piece, but their body's checking out. You know, and I think definitely as an artist, that's a good call for you. You know, that's our responsibility, man. Because the client will tell you just finish it. Right. Sometimes clients
wants to finish.
They want to finish it, but sometimes it is okay to just call it a night. It is what it is. All right, controversial topic. One has to go, okay? It's between tamales, mole, enchiladas, menudo. Which one do you eliminate?
Enchiladas.
Menudo.
Eliminate menudo?
I don't
Menudo's fire.
Nah.
But
I
I
eliminate
don't
myself.
eat it all the time because,
I love all of them, dog.
No, you got to eliminate one, though.
No, I eliminate.
Bro, these guys all
enchiladas.
picked one.
I heard or.
Yeah.
I eliminated or.
The last one.
Come on, George.
Wait, what was the last one?
So it's tamales, mole, enchiladas, menudo. So.
Oh, okay.
You said no menudo. You hate menudo,
I
bro?
don't fuck with it.
Really? You know what?
Love menudo.
Yeah.
Dog.
The only thing that sucks though
Maybe
is
in
when
5 years,
when
bro,
you see
'cause
like a hair on it, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool with
because
that.
it's pigskin.
Yeah.
Well, how come you don't like
No,
it?
I've
though?
tried it. I've tried like a few
Yeah.
different spots, and everybody's like, "No, I know that people don't like it, but you got to try this one."
Okay.
And I'll do that one. I just
What
don't.
grosses
Bro,
your
all
eyes
you
out?
gotta do
Yeah.
is put a little sal, limon, y chile.
And that
Yeah.
little oregano.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
The mix,
Yeah.
no? Oh.
Nah, I haven't had one yet that I'm just like.
Really?
I mean, there's some that
With
are not
cebolla?
as bad as the others, but still.
So
I
the
would
smell?
never-
Just
It's the
overall?
smell, the first part of
Dude.
it, and then I just can't get past it.
The
Wow.
smell.
For
What
me,
fucking smell? I
Yeah.
don't smell nothing.
Well, you guys
I
ever
usually
seen
like
it
it.
like cleaned and made? It looks fucking gnarly. Yeah, I mean, when you watch it, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of
50-50
good on
about
that.
it.
Hey,
It's
I
good.
eat it
Like,
like that. It's
bomb.
fire. I'm still hitting that.
Yo, you ain't never had chicharron? That's the same thing.
Yeah. No, I'm
Same
good.
thing.
I'm keeping it.
Same thing, yeah.
I'm saying,
Just
see you later
enchiladas.
to mole. Out of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Bro,
because
mole is fire.
I mean, tamales and
Bro, you
menudo are
probably
totally a
just never
different
had good
thing.
mole
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, no, I love mole. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying based on the 4 items,
right.
that's what I'm picking.
Nah.
Enchiladas.
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
didn't. Hey, you didn't even pick one, so
Yeah, he said.
You didn't even pick
I
one.
can't get rid of any of that. I love all
Come
of
on,
them, dog.
Georgie.
I love tamales.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Okay. If it had to be one, it'd say
Okay.
tamales, but only if it has a shit ton of masa.
you're getting rid of tamales.
If it has a shit ton of
Really?
masa, fuck it.
You're getting rid of
No, we're not
Christmas
talking about, like,
tradition, bro.
quality in the food
You're
that's
getting rid of
made.
Christmas tradition?
I'm saying,
First of all, that is like the wackest fucking Christmas thing you can get.
You're getting rid of Thanksgiving tradition,
Bro,
Hey, you're getting rid
are
of
you not
birthday
for this?
tradition.
Bro, I've gotten tamales where it was puro masa and like the thinnest strip of fucking.
it's like the most
Garnet
whitewashed
ever.
Mexican ever, bro. Doesn't like Spanish music, no Bad Bunny, no
I love-
tamales.
I love tamales
Yeah.
when it's got a shit.
Hey,
ton of
rajas.
right.
You know what I mean?
The
Rajas.
I don't fuck with the corn or the candy, like the
Oh,
dulce.
the dulce?
I don't
okay.
like those.
You-
They're too
you never
sweet.
had the strawberry
They're
ones?
Too sweet.
Okay.
I
They're
have,
whack as
I
fuck
have.
either way. This tastes nasty.
Nah, rajas is where it's
But let me
at.
tell you this: Have you ever had a tamale, but with like
Tamal.
With what?
Tamal.
Hey, have you ever had a? What'd you say?
Oh, yeah.
He's on one today.
Run that one back.
He's on one. Have you ever had a torta de tamal? You know, in Mexico City, they make that. Yeah, they make a
Isn't
torta
that-
with the tamal inside.
a lot
They make a
of-
torta de taco. Tacos in a torta. I'm not
Okay,
even
first of all,
playing.
isn't that just a fucking taco? And second of all, isn't that just a fucking torta?
Yeah,
So how can you call it a tamal?
because it's
De tamal.
no. I'm saying a tamal in a torta.
Yeah, right.
Like a sandwich
A
with the
torta
tamale
with tamal.
inside, or they'll put tacos in a
With
torta.
the
Running out of
masa.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing something. Hey, but they're Mexico City though is known for their what is it? Their cumbias and shit. The beep, 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 beep. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
La música sonidera. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, they're always on a fucking
Sabor,
sick
sabor,
one, dog. Like,
sabor. You know what I mean?
they'll fucking do anything.
I'm down to
man.
dance to that.
True.
Yeah.
Shit, play on.
They'll fucking put rooster claws in chocolate and be like,
Oh, have you had
boom,
chicken
dulce
feet?
way.
Yeah, have you had chicken feet?
I'm good on chicken feet, bro.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
see
lie.
the-
See, but I'll take a heart
the-
though. I'll take a heart.
Well, let
Run
me
that up.
ask you this: How
I'll take a heart.
Mexican are you? Are you Mexican to a certain extent?
What do you mean?
Well, what's the max? I want to see how.
Well, let me
if I ever
ask you
get to
this.
that.
Okay, well, I already know from already like the questions that you guys have been saying.
Don't get us canceled either, bro.
Yeah, this is good.
10th
For real, yeah. Let's. We're not haven't even celebrated
Calling us
our
wet
full
bread.
10 episode yet. What are you gonna say?
How wet is your?
How wet is your back?
And that's been episode.
I didn't say that. He did say it.
No, what are you gonna say though?
Okay, you like what I was saying. Like, how Mexican are you?
Yeah.
Is have you ever had one or two more fruit trees in your backyard?
Hell yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Then you Mexican. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever hired?
That's
Let
it.
me ask you this.
That's
No,
it.
I'm pausing.
It's like
Everyone's invited to the carne asada then. Yeah.
How
Just like,
Mexican?
yeah.
Have you ever hired or done your own landscaping around your house?
I have.
Facts. Yeah.
I have a landscaper, yeah.
Okay, you Mexican.
Because I hired a landscaper?
No.
Shouldn't
He
it be
said
the
no.
opposite?
He
Oh,
said,
okay.
he said he's
Could
done.
Yeah.
If you done it, then you ain't Mexican. That's like a point off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's actually a great video
Oh,
idea. Yeah.
How Mexican?
Yeah, how Mexican
How
are
wet's
you?
your back?
Yeah.
Keep going. Those are
You guys
interesting
are wild.
questions.
You guys are wild.
How Mexican are you?
Have you or anyone in your family gotten drunk at a family event and started a fight with one of your own family members?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I definitely have. You know, the first time
But
I
then I feel
ever.
like that's not really Mexican because anyone can just
Anybody.
get drunk
The
and
Irish. You know, the Irish homies are getting down. The Italian
But if
homies
it's
are
like
getting
your
down.
tío fighting over an ex girlfriend that they once
Yeah.
dated together.
After a quinceañera.
Then you
That's actually the way.
Or
The
the
first.
quinceañera is like the stepdad with the real
The,
dad.
fir- the,
Or
fir-
like,
the
yeah.
first time I got drunk was off
Okay,
of tequila
last one, and
after
this is like a really
quinceañera.
big one.
The
This is
bonus
like a,
point.
yeah, this is one point.
All right, let's hear it out.
Have you had one? I would say like 4 or more cars parked in your driveway,
In
but
the grass.
but not in your driveway, in your grass.
Nah.
On the
No.
grass, yeah. On the
No.
grass.
Then you ain't
all the time.
Take my
All the time.
That just lets me know how Mexican you guys are right now.
Sending real quick from the recent video. Shout out to My Heart. She's been showing a lot of love on these previous podcasts. She's sending love and healthy energy. I think that's directed towards you with your dog, George. So she's sending love and healthy energy. And she does have a question, which I do want to discuss. She's asking, would love to know what your apology languages are. How do you accept or give apologies? So, you know, there's different love languages, right? You know, are you familiar with that, George?
right.
There's people that show and prove. I like to be told. You know what I mean? Like, I like to be reassured and told. That's the way that I receive, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's that, yeah. I like to be reassured. So that's me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what about yourself, Georgie?
Well,
George
fuck
is
all
like,
that,
I don't
but-
apologize, he said.
My bad. That's it.
My kind of sense of like, I know we good. Like if we had an argument, and I do this honestly,
Yeah.
I do this a lot. Is like pretty much like if we start talking again, okay, we cool again. That's like literally like my fucking thing.
You don't recognize
Yeah.
like what went wrong.
What was the problem?
Yeah. You don't ever.
I mean, I do, but
Yeah.
like
Is that being prideful?
Can be.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
I love
Call him
my
out.
wife.
Call him
Shout out to Jenny. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this. So shout out to Jenny. She says, "Did you guys ever hear of Smack Ass Friday?" I called it.
Slap Ass. Yeah.
We called it Slap Ass Friday.
I always
Slap
got
Ass
love
Friday.
from the
Where you can
homies.
get that shit.
Man, there was a whole lot of sexual harassment going on in fucking junior high. Junior high.
Yeah, middle school was wild as fuck.
Yeah, I know we were talking about it.
I don't know about that.
Smack Ass
Nah,
Friday.
shut the biggest
Slap
kid.
Ass Friday.
Yeah.
You smack the torta, Jaina?
It's a principle.
How's your guys' week looking this week? It's spring break. I know a lot of kids are on spring break right now, so that's why my schedule's a little tough right now for the rest of the week.
I wanted to go to Knott's with my family.
Oh, there you
my
go.
nephews.
I love
to
Knott's.
take them. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
fuck
just didn't
Knott's.
want to be the one going on the rides. I just wanted to be like drinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, drink and get on the rides. Fun fact though, Knott's they invented the boysenberry. I don't know if you guys knew that.
They invented
Yeah,
And
they invented. They like
actual berry.
they like crossbred it. You know, I don't know how that works.
Like, that's
but
crazy. I don't
since
know
we
what it
are-
is.
Yeah.
Boysenberries.
Boysenberries are fire. Yeah, their boysenberry punch, fire. What do you mean?
They have like
You never been to Knott's, George?
What the fuck is poisonberry?
Boysenberry.
Boysenberry.
Yeah.
What that?
It's just a berry.
Come on,
berry,
Georgie.
bro.
Just you could get it in a pie. You can get it. I think they have the funnel.
They have the cakes.
Funnel cakes, bro.
We're gonna have to run it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
funnel cakes. I'll go to Knott's just for the funnel cake alone.
That's what I go to the fairs for.
George, you're missing out, man.
The funnel cakes or the deep fried
Fried
Oreos.
I don't know if I've had those.
Fried Oreos,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't
Those are
like
good,
amusement
too.
parks. You already know, Hirsch. I don't like it.
I love amusement parks.
I think I've been to Knott's like one time. Never went back.
I know we've been trying to get a Six Flags trip,
I
but
hate-
most
I
of the guys
roller
at the shop
coasters.
aren't into roller coasters. Do you like roller coasters,
Yeah,
Steven?
yeah.
There you go. Three.
Bro,
You said yes?
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh yeah, you're jumping off of planes, bro. You're jumping off of planes.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
How
all that.
thug are
Come
you?
on,
How
hey,
gangster
chat.
are
Come
you?
on, like Georgie,
can't
you
go
gotta
on
get
a
First
on
of all,
it.
I rather go to like somewhere like tropical.
Let's do this.
Chop.
Let's go
Fucking
to
get
Six
a
Flags.
Get fucked up on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a yacht, like rent out a fucking yacht boat or some shit. You know what I'm
Dang,
saying?
Georgie's got money,
We
man.
go to Laughlin, you know what I'm saying? Get 3 full jet skis.
From the GoFundMe.
Nah, I'm gonna go fund me.
Got it. Yeah.
It's from that tax season. I'll wait.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, I'd rather like do something like
put
like
3
more
kids as your dependents.
more fun than
Not even your good
I don't find like roller coasters like fun at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather be somewhere where like I'm fucking. Just
Let's
getting,
go
like,
and we'll vlog
wasted.
it, man. We'll vlog it. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see your reaction on a roller coaster,
I
man.
want to see it. Yeah.
You wouldn't, because I wouldn't get on.
Come
I'll
on.
be having like a churro or something on the side,
Let's go to
watching you guys fucking
the OC
scream.
Fair
I ain't screaming.
this summer. I don't know if it passed already.
I go to the OC Fair.
Oh, I love the OC
Yeah,
Fair.
so we can go on the ride.
Yeah,
I
so
go on
hell
the
no,
OC Fair,
I
but I ain't
ain't
getting on
gonna
a
go
ride.
for it.
I'll
I
fucking
fucking
be shopping around.
Yeah, true. Fuck it. Do
I'll get like some.
you guys get the turkey leg?
Yeah, I get like a turkey.
I'm
leg.
kind of
Big
grossed out by
ass-
turkey
those are
legs
gross,
right now.
bro.
I'm good
They're
on
not
turkey
even that
legs
good.
right
They look
now.
cool,
not-
but-
They look
It's
better than
not
they
turkey
taste.
though, right?
Would you guys do the
I think it's
donut
ham.
burger? The donut burger? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I've seen those,
Crispy.
but that doesn't go together.
I'm
I
good
feel
on
like
that too.
Sweet and
Yeah, I'll
My
rent
heart-
it just
my
to do
heart's
it, but
already
I'm
hurting
good.
right now. Just from
You know what I
hearing
do get
about
though
it.
is the pineapple with the rice and the chicken.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is,
that's
I love that.
fine.
That's
Bro, I
that's
just
what
eat
I'm
some
on.
calamari. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, you got
Go
calamari
fuck
money.
you.
I'm telling you, Georgia.
Bro, they sell that shit at the OC Fair. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
calamari, like lobster,
like $10.
Yeah.
For some
Caviar,
calamari. You
that's
know what I'm
nothing.
saying? Get a little bit of dipping sauce. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Everything there is like 15 plus,
least-
Yeah, it's
right?
like
At
a
least
$12
15.
corn dog. You're
Yeah.
not gonna get
The beers
$12.
too are expensive, man.
like $20.
Yeah.
But that's why you just show fucked up already.
Oh yeah, a lot of people
Pre-game.
actually do go
Oh,
party
yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Do you know the
pre-game.
little cantina area? A lot of people post up there, and you know they get wasted there.
Pre-gaming.
Yeah, it's a little pregame.
First of all, the
Yeah.
OC Fair is a kids family
Not at
oriented.
night.
I think
Not at
I
night.
think all.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
where
not
all,
at
like,
night.
The skunkas come out? The
Whoa. No, at night the vibe definitely does change. I actually saw Smokey Robinson last year
It
at
turns
the
into
OC Fair.
to 99
Amazing
bottles.
concert. All over again.
True.
Yeah, 99 bottles all over again.
OC
LA
Fair
Fair.
turns into 99 bottles where there's like a bunch of cholos and shit, just fucking like.
Bro, you fit right in. What are you talking about? Right?
That's an issue.
Nah.
I had some issues there once before at the OC
Really?
Fair. Yeah.
What happened there, Georgie?
Fire or what?
No, I didn't get in a fight. But I ended up leaving because there was a fight that someone who I was with got in a fight and then like kind of fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Their face hit your fist.
Oh, there were some people like, you know what I mean? Because you go to OC Fair, bro, like everybody knows everybody at the OC Fair.
True, you do run into a lot of people
somebody,
there.
and then like it's like a whole fucking thing.
Yeah. That I like that monarch butterfly exhibit.
Oh yeah, the pavilion.
Yeah, the pavilion.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
We're talking about yesterday that.
Oh,
they migrate to Michoacan.
Monarcas to Canada, right?
They migrate. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're.
I was like yelling at him, like, "Oh yeah, they're from Michoacan."
Yeah, Michoacan.
And
You did say that.
He wouldn't hear me. Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
So monarch butterflies are
No,
Mexican.
I was ignoring you too.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's fine.
Well, so what? I didn't even get a chance to eat any of the food yesterday. There was what? Sushi. You said they had sushi.
Birria tacos.
Tacos. The birria tacos look good.
And then
They had some like egg
pork.
roll shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I didn't eat it, but I mean it looked.
I
good.
had the like pork belly bites or something like that. They're
Oh
cool.
yeah, they make the pork
They had,
belly
like,
tacos.
chicharrones.
Yeah, chicharron
They
too.
did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that was their food, bro. You're
You're eating.
You got into the personals.
I don't know. I saw a bunch of food on the table and I was like, damn, this
It
is
was
good.
fire though. Not gonna lie. Like I always appreciate when he comes. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, he's gonna bring. Food.
No, yeah, he
I
came
was
through.
gonna eat the pork belly too, but like
It
it was
was
already
fire.
like cold.
Yeah.
And then like Julio was like, "Don't eat that," and I was already about to put it in my mouth. And I was like, "What's wrong with this?"
Yeah.
Like he was like, "What's fucking cold? Throw it in the
he
microwave."
was just trying to
I was
take it
like,
home.
right? And I was like, "Man,
himself.
I'll eat this shit."
Yeah.
That's okay.
The drinks though, the drinks were still really good though.
We had a Wingstop earlier. It was fire.
Oh, you guys went to Wingstop?
Yeah, he earned it.
The fuck you mean? I paid for it.
Oh, sure you did.
Oh shit! I still have your $100.
Do you really?
I think I do.
Oh shit! I
Who was it? We went over there
Did
one
you give
time,
it
and
back?
Well, let me see, check.
Danny put us
If it's
on
100?
the hottest wings out there.
Yeah, I thought
I think you did give it back to me,
Oh, I did.
but you no, you didn't.
I got $100.
Did you guys get the spicy ones from Wingstop or?
We got. What did you get? What
I
did your wings
got
that you
Korean barbecue and
lemon pepper.
mild.
I don't think I've ever
you
had
got
the
Oh, I got
Korean
lemon
barbecue.
Pepper and mango.
The mango habanero, yeah.
Fire, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
those
think
are
I did
good.
give you your $100.
Oh.
I don't
Maybe.
think so, bro. I don't think so. Cough it up.
You gonna shake my pockets right now?
Hey, we'll figure it out later, man. We'll figure it out later. It's like we're on the back in the day podcast.
He's trying to
Yeah.
shake me for $100 that I don't even have.
Have you ever been given like fake money before, or what about? Let's talk about this. Can you guys think of any scenario where you got scammed? Scam stories. Got any good?
I've been
scam
scammed a
stories?
few times.
Through what? Like an offer up deal or little Craigslist?
It was actually through
Oh, that's
Instagram.
right.
Like when I went to go buy those car parts. Remember I told you?
Oh, you did say that.
I went all the way to LA, and this guy was like just giving me like the whole bullshit runaround. Like he gave me an address, right? I pull up to the address, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not home," and I'm like, "All right, fuck it." So then I go to the El Pino to like kick it for like a bit because I wanted to check it out. And then like I'm going like through like 6th Street Bridge. I went to the Callejones.
Got a photo
And
shoot.
I'm texting this fool like the whole time, and then he's like, it was like something about like, oh, like send me like another couple like
Yeah,
like $40 or $20 or some shit through like PayPal.
You sent some money already, or
Well, I had only sent him like I think like $40 as
Yeah.
a deposit
Yeah.
supposedly, right?
He's trying to fish you for more.
Right, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like I'm already here. Why do I gotta send you more money? Just come by your crib, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm already like 10 minutes away from you. And he's like, no, I need it for like this or whatever. Well, come by your pad. So he's like bullshitting me the whole time. Like, and then you'd be like, my tire fucking popped, whatever. I gotta pay the guy.
Yeah.
No, I already knew, right? I already knew
Fucking let me
because
send
I'm like,
another
bro,
40
like,
though.
no, I didn't send him anymore. But then like, I went back to the supposedly crib that he had, right? And I'm like checking like his mail. I'm like, you know what? I want to see if this guy's like didn't even match up like to any of that.
Of course not.
Then he FaceTimed me,
Yeah.
and then he showed me like half of his like face or whatever, like where I actually saw his face, and he's like in some like building or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, bro, that don't even look like you from the Instagram. And he like hanged up on me. I was like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he
Yeah.
kept asking, even after like he hung up on me, he's like, send me like $100. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, like $100? Like,
Wow.
bro, like, yeah, and I got so
Took
heated,
your L.
bro,
Did you
'cause,
ever
like,
get that money back, or that's it?
Fuck no.
Done.
Like, I
Done.
fucked up because like,
Is that the one I warned you on? I think I warned you on one, and you still went through.
It's like, nah, it sounds.
I know I've warned you a few times
Nah,
actually.
I don't think
know
it was that one.
Okay, but I know I've warned you on a few things.
I haven't been
You got
scammed that
scammed
many
several
times.
times.
Several times.
That's what I was trying to say.
Several
Like, I haven't
times.
been scammed that
Several.
many times.
What about you, Juan? You ever been
I don't
scammed?
think I've been scammed.
Really?
But I did like feel like
or have you ever scammed someone?
What?
Yeah, the opposite. Like he scammed
So
somebody.
you're trying to put him
Like
on
he
the spot?
finessed somebody. Hey, bro, we're telling secrets.
Allegedly.
We're just here amongst friends. Come on, man.
No, I don't
Allegedly.
think so. I don't think I'll finesse. I would never finesse.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Hello.
No, I don't think I
A little
have.
fast
But
one.
have I been scammed? No. But I did worry one time when like I did a tattoo and then something was wrong with his like his bank account or something, right? He was like, "Oh, I don't think I can send it to you right now." And then I was like, "Fuck it, just send it to me tomorrow." And then tomorrow came and then he still didn't send me. I was like, "Hey, bro, like whenever you get a chance, here you go. Like here's my info in case you don't have it." But I knew he had it, and then it took like days, and then he sent it. But I was like, "Fuck!" Like he got a whole like tattoo, you know. And I almost took an L for it, but I'm glad he actually did. And
I have an exact scenario like that too, where it took it not as long, but it was the next day I got it. Yeah. But what about? Do you guys remember when everybody was doing those pyramid schemes? You know, buying is $25. Where the hell is everybody at?
Bro, I was like,
you got scammed?
Yeah, well, I got scammed like
I
twice.
didn't do none of that shit.
I was like this close.
Yeah.
And you know,
Everybody was joining
Isn't
it.
it funny that like it'd be like one of your like your like
Oh yeah, it was all your group people.
Random.
yeah, it'd be like
Yeah.
someone you knew from like back in the day,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they hit you up and be like,
What a
do
great
you
opportunity.
like you knew or anyone that you know might like want like a part-time job
Being
where, like,
making 6 figures. In
whatever,
less than a
right?
year.
Or like I have like
got me.
like three like you can make like 3-4 grand in like on a day or some shit. And like so I went to one last time. It was like the only time I went to it, and it was like one of my homies from that.
Oh, the in-person ones where they do recruiting,
Yeah.
where they have this finesser that like they show
millionaire,
you a car,
supposedly.
the house. You could, this could be
He
you.
pulls up in his Lambo.
Yeah.
Like I show up and like my homie's right there, and he's like, "Dude, I'm glad you came." And blah blah.
They're all suited up
You're
too.
good.
Yeah.
You're good. He's shaking my hand. You're good.
He's like-
this is gonna change your life or some bullshit.
It is like
right?
that.
So like, everyone's like all smiling. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
So we get into like
Wow.
this
It feels
room.
like
that too?
It feels like a setup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Twice,
I go in this room where it's just like me and like my homie and like some other guy.
Uh-huh.
So then he's like
Pause.
sitting next to me, right? The casting couch. So he pulls up like this like fucking whole slideshow of like what they do for business or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it goes straight to the pyramid scheme, where like he's like you can be like right here,
Yeah.
but if you hire 2 or 3 you guys, then you know then you can be like living off these guys, but then these guys can be like living off other guys.
It's literally a pyramid.
And they're literally like describing the whole pyramid
Yeah.
thing. He's like, see, I'm right here, and you can be like right here, but you can be a boss too. And I was like, man, fuck all this shit.
So you
Like,
didn't sign up?
Fuck that. I didn't fucking sign up for that bullshit.
Yeah, they've never got me. But yeah, it's funny how, you'll get like a random, I remember I had this like random friend from high school that I had never talked to. And he hit me up just like that, super excited. Hey, come join us for this meeting. I want to show you what we're all about, this and that.
The way they word it, bro.
That's
is
what I'm saying.
So, like, you're so gullible to believe them. And my broke ass is like, I'm trying to make a living, I'll fall
This is
for
it. This is it.
I paid like $150.
Same.
Oh, so you bought into?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go to none of that shit. Yeah.
I didn't even know they hit you with that. Like, all you gotta invest is like, or some whatever
To
bullshit,
get in,
right?
you got to pay to play. They say.
Yeah, you got like
Yeah.
the fees and everything, and we get you started or whatever bullshit. You know what I mean? I think like halfway through they were talking about, I literally like got up and walked out.
Oh, really?
They were literally in the middle of talking, and I was just like, you know what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything, and I just walked right
Yeah.
out, and I kept walking.
I mean, deep down, I feel like as people, we want a shortcut, but something that I've been, reminded of is, again, there is no shortcuts, man. There really is no shortcuts. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, if it
Stay
sounds,
broke.
if I, you know what I mean. I've learned my
Oh,
lesson. If it sounds
Yeah.
too good to be true, I'm just like,
Of course.
Well, because back then for me, I was like open to any opportunity,
Yeah.
you know? So I was like, fuck it. Like, if this
you were so innocent.
I'm so innocent now, yeah. Still broke, but.
Yeah.
But it is what it was. Call them out. Primerica. That's the one.
Oh, Primerica one.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that one's. I feel like that one is a little different because you can experience like success in that. I know
True.
I've known people that actually did well in that. But that one's that
hit or
one-
miss, I
Yeah, it is
guess.
hit or miss. Definitely.
Yeah.
Stephanie, what about yourself, Steven? You never been scammed?
Never dabbled in
Or
anything.
finesse
Oh, okay.
someone.
Just stay clear of it. I was like,
Yeah. No fake money or nothing like that, huh?
nah.
Thankfully.
not really,
Steven's
yeah.
just so
Thankfully.
pure, you know. I mean, nothing's really happened to him in his life. You know what I mean? He grew up, you know, probably like, you know, well lit home. You know what I mean?
A full family.
Yeah, you know, loved and cared.
Nothing wrong with that.
Had nothing going on in his life.
That's a dream right there.
Except for that little hiccup that he had like a couple years ago. Where
hey, we all have those, man. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
He's still innocent.
So innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, as long as, you know, we learn from those lessons, right?
Sure.
So your client, he did use lemon cream for the back piece?
Oh, bro, we use like 6, 7.
Wow. Just reapplying, huh?
Yeah, a lot.
I've done that. Actually, when I did the back pieces,
it's just the amount of like space that you're tattooing. It's a lot. So
yeah.
A couple ain't going to cut it, you know. But yeah, it was cool. I don't think I would use lemon cream. How about use lemon cream? No, huh? I'm still a thug.
Yeah.
Bro, look, I mean, you only got in like a few fucking.
I know.
The fuck you talking
Hey, but remember this. Whenever I get it, like,
you got nothing but little ass tats.
I'm gonna thug it out.
Yeah, he's gonna get something pretty big soon. So just like you're trying to get your back piece too, right?
Well, I've got in my whole chest blasted.
Okay,
in one
what
go.
are you saying that you wanted it on your back? You wanted the Virgin Mary?
He wants his car, and then he wants him in his car.
Oh, yeah. And then he said in the bottom it was gonna have the moon. But that was gonna be like on his butt cheeks, right? Or the angel was gonna be in there, and I was like, "Wait, bro, imagine the face, how it's gonna be." If it's
gonna be making a face like
on the butt cheeks, it's gonna be all.
Nah.
And you try to spread it out.
Oh man, it's like Juan, you got that? That's like you got that tattooing.
It's like
you got it.
Just don't like if I start to see one of you guys putting a condom on the machine, I'm backing out. I'm fucking getting up and I'm walking out.
He wants a raw.
Fuck
he
no.
don't like that protection. That's funny.
So you popped over to Nizza's shop yesterday too, right?
Yeah, I stopped by at One Drop Tattoo yesterday with the homie Niz.
What did he say about Backyard Boogie? Was it a good show? You know what I'm talking about, right, Steven? Yeah, everybody was there.
He was like
Tim Hendricks
tattooing
was
like
there,
almost every day, bro. He was banging them
busy?
out, bro. Yeah, he was banging them out.
I saw him do a bunch of bangers.
Was it literally in the back?
He got tatted.
No. Oh yeah, he did get tattooed too.
But what's his name? Steve Hardy? Steve Hardy? Fuck, what's his name?
You said Steve Harvey?
No, Steve Hardy.
Oh, okay.
The Muslims.
I'm not sure.
Or is it Hardy or is it Hendricks? Steve Hendricks?
Oh, Justin Hendricks.
Justin Hendricks.
Come on, Georgie.
Know, bro.
You said Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
But okay, but the show was a success. He said there was a good turnout. There was a lot of people.
It was a good turnout.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
Carlos Macias Cryptic Tattoo actually sent me a DM, but there was some miscommunication there, and by the time it was too late. But we actually probably could have been a part of that too.
Because when he showed, like, I went over there, he literally just came back. I think like 1 or 2 days before.
Yeah.
So I mean we were just chopping it up. He was giving me a tour of his shop. He's a real lit guy. You know what I mean? Like he showed like really great hospitality. You know what I mean? Like I rolled up. Like, I kind of texted him that I was going to pull up, you know what I mean? But when I got there, he was already, like, kind of, like, tattooing and shit. But, like, the minute that he saw me, he, like, got up and he was like, oh, come back over here, you know what I mean? Like, kick it over here and pull up a chair and shit. And I was like, all right, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'll pull up a chair. But, I mean, I always just kind of, like, wanted to check out his shop because he just opened it.
Yeah, the new space.
Yeah, the new space. So I was like, fuck it, I want to check it out.
Definitely.
You know, see what all the hype is about. So, so we're kicking it, you know, just kind of talking it up. We were actually talking about you a little bit.
What do you mean? Like what?
Back in the days, the back in the days when you guys used to work together and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to go into full detail with that.
Yeah, we don't got to go into it. It's nothing crazy. Yeah. We just smoked a lot.
I mean, smoke what?
No, I mean, I lived it. I lived it. Like, I know what I did and what I didn't do. It's nothing crazy, you know? What, smoked a little bit? Not a big deal. So, yeah. Nah. Yeah.
I just kidding. So we were just kicking it. He was actually doing like almost like a cover up of like it was like the Aztec calendar, but like with the shape of the Mexican eagle. You know what I mean? Like the
like the what you did, right?
I did.
Yeah,
so
that's the one.
Exactly, basically similar to that, but as a cover up, because there was like some tribal shit. So I was like, fuck, like I really want to see how this fool gets down on somehow covering this tribal with like with like this fully detailed like piece that's like mainly all line work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How is he gonna really incorporate all that?
Mm.
So we were kind of watching that. We kind of chit chatting a little bit. He was telling me about like his apprentice. That I was talking about.
You met the apprentice
Steven.
over there too, right?
Yeah, I was talking.
Should probably pop over there too, Steven.
I was telling him about him because I was like, man, I got.
Should take him. You should actually take him over there.
Yeah,
that way
I gotta
you
bring
could.
Steven
Yeah,
to one drop.
it'd be good just to you know what I mean. Check out another shop, bro. Really.
Because then you really see some real veterans like right there. They they name drop all kinds of people right there.
Yeah.
They've been through well, how long? Like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like 15 years of
Yeah,
tattooing.
yeah. A lot of people have worked there.
Most of these guys like just have like shit ton of knowledge, bro. Like
Steven, you have a neck tattoo by a legend too, right? From an OG. Yeah.
Chest piece.
Rest in peace, Norm.
That guy got
What's the
down.
story with the Tim Hendrix piece? Because you have a Tim Hendrix tattoo, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
So
Which one's the?
shoulder on the?
Is it the rose?
Rose on the cap of my shoulder.
And how did that come about?
So he had gotten back surgery, maybe what was that, 2014? So it's been like 9 years ago. So he had back surgery and was out for a few months.
Yeah.
And then he did a walk-in day. So I was actually working. I was trying to go to that, but I was like, they're gonna be lining up early
For sure.
So my dad and my mom actually hopped in line at like 6 in the morning.
Oh, there was people waiting.
Yeah, and they were like the first one in.
shit.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
But I'm
At 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So there was a line already, like at that 6 in
They
the
were
morning.
like the first people, but then right afterwards there was already people because I think there was like 30 people or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I
Tripping.
remember
Yeah.
Tim Hendrix on Miami Ink. Was it Miami Ink? One of the shows. I remember he was one of the first artists that.
Oh, he was on Miami.
He was on Miami Ink. He was on a show, and he's from Fullerton actually. Tim Hendrix. He's for anybody listening. Tim Hendrix is a OG tattooer in the game. He's from Fullerton, and he's got a really cool style, and a lot of people respect him in the tattoo game. But so you got a piece done by him.
Yeah.
And I remember when I watched him on that show, I remember he was the first artist to say that he doesn't have a schedule. He doesn't schedule ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to live kind of like an open schedule. So he would do things like that where he would have like a walk-in day, things like that, like a flash day. But I thought that was like really interesting because I was like, how do you, you're just so used to the fact of like you hear an artist like, oh, I'm booked out X amount of months or whatever. But
well, to be honest, like if you're really talented, like I'm not saying like you're not.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like if you know you're good, and you know that people are always gonna want to get your tats, like might as well just keep it open because like the minute that you walk in
you
that
can
shop,
feel it anytime.
Yeah, you walk in that shop, there's always going to be a lineup of people waiting
True.
for you. You know what I mean? And if you know what you can do, and that's what they want to get, bro, you just bang them out all day. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, there you go. I've seen a few. This is kind of new, but you know how barbers they take walk-ins. Usually haircuts take 30 minutes to an hour, right? So I know there's tattoo artists that they don't. The way they work is they do exactly that. They do a walk-in day, and they just have people show up just like that, and they bang out all these banger tats that are 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But they'll bang out all day of tattoos versus scheduling. Because I remember I was giving you a hard time. I'm like, Georgie, why are you scheduling a couple? This was before, but remember you would schedule a bunch of little tattoos, spread them out throughout the week. I'd be like, Georgie, why don't you just do them all in one day, and now you have more days to do other things or whatever, tattoo more. But that's like another way of doing it. But
well, see, like when I would do that is because if I did them all in one day,
you'd have nothing to do the rest of the week.
Then I didn't have anything else to do the rest of the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'd just be like sitting there like in the fucking chair.
Nah, I'd rather do them all in one day, like what I did last night. I did 7 tattoos last night. Now I have, because here's the deal. If I didn't do that hand tattoo, and I almost told Tempo, hay que terminar aquí, or let's finish it right now. But I was like, you know what? I know he's going to want to come this week. I can't, it's spring break and all, so my schedule's tough. So I'm like, if I don't do it tonight, I'm not going to be able to take care of him. And I just decided, I'm like, I'm just going to knock it out. So, but I'm paying for it right now. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, I have done that though when like I've scheduled like maybe like 6 or 7
those are cool days.
appointments in one day, and it's basically like a tattoo marathon, like for me, like all day. But see, then it takes a toll on you because then you only get a certain amount of hours of sleep. And then if you're doing something the next day, it's like. Fuck.
But today was a busy day. If not, I would have got my little nap in. I'd be 100%. So, but it's all good. It is what it is.
I mean, well, let me ask you this. I mean, because
let's get into something deep, bro. Let's get into something deep.
I want to tell you
what's up?
I don't know, like, because we've always done specials.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, like a flash event type.
When you were starting out, did you always love to do Friday the 13th specials or any kind of special where you would tattoo the whole day?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I've noticed
like
now, like you kind of like take it back a little bit and you kind of more
'cause
conservative on how many tattoos you do in a certain special.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I have overworked myself so many times, even just on, not even on an event, but like on a regular schedule. I don't know if you remember, I used to do 2 forms a day. Juan, I told you this.
That's crazy.
2 forms a day. I'd schedule one early and I'd be done by 5, 6. I'd do another form and I'd do 2 forms back to back.
Crazy.
And I did that, and that was, 5 or 6 days a week or whatever.
I have thought of
so
doing
I
that.
have overworked,
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing. And then we overwork ourselves, and it's too much, man. And okay, so in the beginning, you're excited, right? I could see how, like Steven, if he does one, it's a good vibe. You meet a lot of new people on a Friday the 13th, and you're excited because you're tattooing a lot, right?
No, they are. How many people you meet, or
exactly.
How many people you get to
It's
talk
more
to.
for
like
the experience that day, right?
I'm kind of losing a little bit because then my back be killing me through like around like 8
Yeah.
I think
o'clock,
it's your
and then
posture,
I'm
bro.
like,
You're literally like this,
That
like a
too.
shrimp, bro. The way that the shrimp is, you're like
see a chiropractor, bro. See your chiropractor.
It's really your posture.
But back to what you were asking though, George. You were asking about like the events. I started changing it when it's not as fun anymore, and that's the thing. I want these days to be fun and exciting, and it's like if I'm overworked, I can't really be myself 100%. Also, even give myself 100%. So if I space it, I try to not to stress on it, because in the beginning, you get overwhelmed because there's so many people, and it's like as you want to take care of everybody, but the reality is as long as you're able to manage the people, that's why I like to cut it off at a certain point because here's the deal. From experience in real life, we have had complaints. I remember getting Facebook messages like, "Hey Herchell, I've always wanted to get tattooed at your shop, and I finally went, and I went on Friday the 13th. I waited 5-6 hours, and I didn't even end up getting a tattoo." And me, the person that I am, I'd be like, "All right, just come in, I got you." And it's like, but how many times, like, am I always gonna do that? So it's
That's
like,
true.
it's tough, like, because you want to. Here's the deal. I've realized that we can't please everybody. That's what it is.
To be honest, I've had that a few times where,
but
like, the last Friday 13.
But see, if we control it better, we minimize those complaints.
I had like 1 to like 3 or 4 clients, like the last special, like they waited like all day just to get tattooed by me.
Yeah.
And I would always tell them like, look, we've got a set schedule. Like I would love to take you in like at that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if your name gets called and I'm still tattooing, like maybe, you know what I mean? Go to the next person.
Yeah.
But like if I can, I'll try to get you. You know what I mean? But I've had people wait for me like 4 or 5 hours.
Let me share a cheat code though. You know who has the cheat code on Friday the 13th? This is a tip for anybody looking to get tattooed on Friday the 13th. The gatekeeper, the front desk person. True or not, Steven? Because it happens every time, and it's gonna happen. At the end, we're done with the list. We're maxed out, and then all of a sudden, there's like a few extra names, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I thought we were done." But cheat code, if you can, get cool with the front desk person. Hey, they're the ones that are running this list, so they might be able to get you on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Because there's times where like I'd be like, man, I thought I just tattooed the last person, and there's like 2 or 3 more people, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Fuck it.
That is true.
Yeah, like I'd be like the last one again, like you know what I mean? Like I was like dead tired, and I was like the last one to finish tattooing because someone had been like guilty. Like I felt
and you feel bad. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like they said, like,
bad.
oh, I waited like 4 hours. Like I just want to get this little shit, and I'm like.
But when Danny was
Fuck
there,
it, you know what I mean?
He'd be there all night.
He'd do it.
He would stay there all night and run it
He'd
up.
do it all day. But see, I used to do that too. I would stay there like 3, 4 in the morning. But it's like sometimes you gotta like chill back a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, definitely. I'm at an age now too that like time is more valuable than money, man. We can always make money, man, but the time is you can't. Because
sometimes I'll just be like, we'll cut it off at 8, and like if there's still a good amount of people, I'll be like, look, take down your name and your info.
Got you tomorrow,
and I got you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. You know, like we'll still do that.
That's another cheat code right there. So if you do get tattooed at a Friday the 13th event and they can't get to you, talk to an artist. Chances are they're willing to work with you, and you might be able to get that same price in a different day, and that's probably better because you're gonna get your artist fresh.
True.
You know what I mean? It's just it's tough. Also, there's a lot of people. A lot of people don't know, but with Friday the 13th, if you guys don't know, it's a tattoo tradition. Most tattoo shops participate in it. Traditionally, it was a day where you could get $13 tattoos. I think we've talked about this before. But now, a lot of people come to these Friday the 13th. People will come in, and they'll have a full sleeve of all Friday the 13th tattoos. Literally, that's
I've seen
they
that. I've
only
seen that.
get tattooed.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
During Friday the 13th, and there's that a specific
They
type
have a
of
spot on their
client.
thigh. It's
No,
all a collection of.
yeah,
It's like
Cause-
all
yeah.
it says 13, 13, 13, 13. You know what I mean?
But
like,
you know, in today's time, it's more than
Like
13
6ix9ine, you know
Flash
what I
now.
mean?
It's different now. Look what we do. We have a. It's not even. I feel like we don't even have 13 Flash, right? It's
I mean,
all-
to be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, I have a 13.
yeah,
Friday the 13th
gang
tattoo,
banging
you know what
over
I mean?
here.
But it was actually what like I tattooed on myself from like one of the flash sheets because it was like a coffin. It was like a coffin. It was like a Friday the 13th
Oh,
sign
yeah,
that I
that one.
tattooed on myself.
Hey,
But
do
I've
you-
always told-
George, real quick. Do you want to tell them about what you covered up with the spade? So,
Show your
It was
spade,
it was
bro.
a 14.
so Georgie had a 14 on him, right?
Yeah.
And you got it. Why did you get a 14?
That was my lucky number, bro.
That's actually one of my lucky numbers too. But then you found out the meaning of the 14, right?
Right.
what's the
So
14?
I think I was like
You're gay.
I had
See, Georgie's
just
a
actually.
Georgie's a
No,
Southsider and he got a
actually-
14 tattooed.
No, I think I had just actually turned 18. And I was like working at the shop already for like a while as an apprentice, and I asked one of the guys right there, Poison.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
didn't.
And he didn't even
See,
give.
he
I mean,
doesn't really know
he
either.
doesn't like.
He
He's
doesn't
like some
know.
white boy. You know what I mean?
If
He
it would have
didn't
been
like
me or a Mexican
no.
dude, he probably would have been like, "Yo, don't get a
So
14
like
on
I
you,
told him
man."
like, yo, I want to get like what made it worse.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a spade with the 14 in it because like I thought like that shit was pretty cool.
Did it
like
have red too? I don't know if it had red.
it had bits of red in it.
He had
Because it was like the
he was the
traditional. It was like the
official
traditional
Northside representative.
No, it was like the traditional number of
Yeah.
like the way it's written, like you know what I mean, where it's like half black, then red, and then like black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was traditional though.
So I had
Definitely.
gotten it, and then like when I had just gotten it done, like I think I'd like stepped out or something, and I was like in the parking lot like smoking a cigarette, and I think it was like Danny. Danny had came up to me and he's like, "Let me see that tat you got," right? And I was just like,
Yeah.
fucking all like cool as fuck. Yeah, look at this shit. You know what I mean? Look at it. Yeah, it's fucking sick, right? And he's like, just starts laughing at me. He's like, bro, I didn't know you were, what is it, like norteño?
Yeah, norteño.
He's like, I didn't know you were norteño, and I was like, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? He's
I'm
like,
surprised
bro,
you didn't
like
know,
you're gonna
bro.
get like run up on like real quick if like
Yeah.
you see anybody. But I was like, fuck, like so.
Especially on your side, you know.
I think like we waited like about a week or two or something because it was already fresh, and I was like, fuck it, I might as well just let it heal for like a little bit. So I wore like a short shirt, you know what I mean, like the short sleeve ones, to cover it up, and then we ended up just blacking right over it. So now I have like a black spade.
It's
I
all
mean, I
blacked out
still
You could have done like 714.
True.
You literally
True.
could have done that, and
actually-
it would have been dope.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
no, but it was like
That's not even your phone number.
well, like like you could still see like the scarring from it. So
Oh, I see
the
that,
like
yeah.
14 was like right like the 1 and the 4, so it wouldn't have fit like with the 7 in it because he outlined it already like that.
Georgie,
You know
let me
what I mean?
ask you a question, man. If you could bring back one Pachuco from all the seasons of artists that we've had at the shop, who would you bring back,
tell me.
man? Who would you bring back? What Pachuco would you bring back?
Oh fuck, that's a tough one because if these guys are watching, they're gonna be like, "Fuck you for not picking me."
Nah, it does nothing personal. Nothing personal.
Reels.
Nah, I've
One person. Who would you bring back, man?
I don't know. I mean, it's a tough one. Like, I'm kind of stuck between two people.
Shout him out,
Same,
man.
same.
Shout him out.
I like Wade.
Yeah. Shout out Wade Gracia.
Actually, make it 3 people.
Ah, bro. It's done. Wade. Shout out to
4
Wade.
people.
Shout out to Wade.
5 people, 6 people.
That's it.
Okay, no, but you.
Nah, he's a cool
Okay,
homie,
but
bro.
I'll be
He's a cool
like,
homie.
I'll be true. Wade was really good.
Yeah, he's cool.
He was a really good one, and he actually did want to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would probably choose like if it had to be like my top 3, it was either be Wade, Alfredo, and Marco. That's just me.
Yeah. Just
You
curious.
know what I mean?
Just curious.
Hey,
Just
what about
curious.
you, Hirsch?
Oh, I
Yeah, shop
mean,
owner.
yeah, I mean, Wade is always cool. There's a lot of cool people, man. There's a lot of cool people that have worked at the shop. There's a lot of people that, it's crazy because like, a lot of people have worked at the shop, and a lot of people don't know, but in Orange County, a lot of people got started at Pachuco.
That's crazy,
There's a
yeah.
lot of people that have gone and
Right.
opened up other shops. A lot of people that are super successful, and if you ask them, the first tattoo shop was Pachuco Tattoo.
So is it the Pachuco that makes him great?
I mean, no, here's the deal. I mean,
Hey.
here's the deal.
Could
Nothing,
be.
no platform, no shop, nothing could put you on, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who I am the. Here's the deal.
Well, first of all,
we can lead you to
all
the
the
door.
guys that I've known that are Pachuco, I'm still pretty cool with.
Yeah.
Some of them.
But what I'm saying is,
that
no,
I'm
bro.
not
I
cool
think
with,
it's
but I'm
definitely
cool
all
with
your
that.
success is determined entirely on you. Sure, like we might offer the resources and the environment and set you up to be successful, but that's all on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it takes you got to finish the job. So anybody that is successful, that's it is their own drive. Of course, there is going to be a boost, especially if there's already a reputation, things
Right.
like that. Especially if somebody, because we have had artists that have come into the shop that are amazing artists, but they're not really consistent on the social media. And I feel like that's one of my strengths, right? Is the social media, the marketing side. So it's like it's part of also being a team, right? That's why we all have our different strengths and weaknesses. So, that's what's good about it because you could pick up the things that I lack or the other way around with you guys. So that's definitely part of being a team. But a lot of people have got started here at the shop, and some people have just gone their own ways. Some people I do talk to, some people don't. I don't. Yeah. But I wish everybody success, and
right.
We're just
from the other guys from Pachuco Tattoo. I wish them nothing but success too. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of great mentors that taught me to tattoo. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like fucking name dropping. You know what I mean? Yeah. Andreas, Rico, Rams, Andrew. You know what I mean? Wade was one of the first people who I met. That's why I also said I would choose Wade too, because he's really talented. Yeah. But when I first came in as an apprentice, Wade was one of the first few people that kind of confronted me, and he told me like how it was to be working at a shop, and he kind of told me like what are you really in it for? You know what I mean? Like, are you here for because you think you can make easy quick money? Or if you're actually wanting to be an artist on your own part. And I told him I want to be an artist. I was like, good thing, because you ain't gonna fucking make nothing for a good ass while. You know what I mean?
And that goes with anything that you do, not just tattooing.
That's facts. But
any new biz.
I knew it was gonna take me a while to become a tattoo artist, and you knew it took me kind of a good while. Yeah. But I was nothing but determined to be doesn't matter how many times I failed. Yeah. You know what I mean? But and I still say the same thing to Steven, to anybody who will start tattooing. It's if you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? The money comes on its own.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just chasing money, there's other things that you could make more money on. Honestly,
Facts.
Don't even tattoo. I've seen money somewhere else.
I've seen people come into the shop. You know what I mean? Or I've heard people. You know what I mean? Starting out to be tattooing, it had nothing to do with tattooing. Yeah. They had no business to be tattooing. But they did it because they think that it was cool, and then they can make fucking money off. And then 4 or 5 months into it, they fucking drop out.
That's why you see a lot of people that start and don't continue. Yeah. I mean, but again, that goes for other trades or other hustles, not just tattooing. It's really just getting through the beginning stages. Most people do quit, but again, if you love it, you're not gonna stop, right? So I mean, again, that really,
as long as you love what you love doing and you're good at it. Shit, people will even say, I don't even care how much the price is. Yeah. You already know me.
It's
I'll get whatever you drew out. On
me.
It's I don't care how much it costs, as long as those sweet, soft ass.
You know what I always say? I'm the tattoo is free. You're just paying for the jokes, is what I say with Georgie.
Facts. So, you come for the tats.
Georgie's got the whole show.
You come for the tats, you stay for the laughs.
Dang.
And that's facts.
All right, so we're approaching towards the end. So again, I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to this is your time, bro. You guys, I feel like you guys don't shout out your people. You know what I mean? If you want anything off your chest, anything that grinds your gears, anything you want to put out into the world, this is the time. Steven, anything?
Yeah, well, what the fuck, Steven? You haven't really been saying much of anything at all.
He doesn't talk.
I'm just catching up on game.
For sure.
I'm just listening. Honestly.
Give him your Instagram.
The game is match point into the season right now.
No, so my Instagram's I'm_not Steve.
Yep.
Are you Steve? Or
no, isn't it? I'm not Steven.
I'm not Steve.
I'm not Steve. Steve.
I'm not Steve.
Nobody calls me Steve. That's why.
Steven.
Yeah.
Georgie.
I call him Stevie Wonders.
There you go.
Every time he comes in,
Sleevy Wonder.
Every time you come in, I'm like Stevie Wonders.
Yep. Yeah. For sure. No worries. What about yourself, Georgie?
I mean,
he's stressing.
I'm like this right now. Nah, I'm kind of chill right now. I mean, I got like this, you know, like just with my whole appointments, you know what I mean, just kind of booking. I'm trying to book for the whole expo that we got going on for June, you know what I mean? Like
Ink Con.
Yeah, like whoever's wanting to really book for like June, like hit me up, you know what I mean? I got a few potential bites on it. You know what I mean? I kind of still trying to figure out cuz like I'm really wanting to do like what is it? The 2nd, the 3rd and the 4th?
So it's 3 days? Or
3
4
days.
It's
Friday,
3 days.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. So I'm really trying to do like the 2nd and the 3rd, just like nothing but tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
And like the 3rd day kind of like mainly kind of chilling and just like networking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we talked about this one, like, cause he
we'll
wants
get
to
that worked
network. Yeah. But I really like wanting to like just tat.
Yeah.
And seeing like what other people are also tatting, you know what I mean? At the same time, and then kind of like just watch him and kind of soaking up all that knowledge like a sponge.
I want to do little tattoos. Crazy.
Bangers, right? We're saying.
I mean, they be having like people just go in there. It's just like, and you can tattoo them as walk-ins. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's honestly all I want.
Because like I was just gonna show up with some flash too, like depending like what appointment I'd be doing. You know what I mean? Like if it was like a large tattoo, then I probably wouldn't show up with a flash portfolio. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm actually.
Just like the book that we have with the flash. Just have something like that. But again, I think we all should work on a couple, like maybe 1 or 2.
Because I'm excited.
So
I was like
my first one.
Definitely.
Yeah, like I was talking to.
So George is taking appointments for Incon. You're saying?
Right.
For
you know what I mean? Like DM me, shoot me some ideas. You know, to get it going. I was talking to Niz about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like right when I was leaving, because I think he also was going to.
Oh, did he confirm for it?
I think so, but I think he's also trying to find some people too for that.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Because I think he wants to take his apprentice that just already turned tattoo artist like 2 or 3 years ago. So he's Zach.
Yeah.
Okay. He wants to take him. Funny thing, I think he told me too that he went to I went to high school with him because he went to Orange High and I went to Orange High.
Oh dang.
We were like about a year apart.
Oh okay.
You know what I mean? I think I have met him.
Crazy. Small world, man.
Yeah.
Small world. It's only getting smaller. What about Juan? How you doing?
Nothing.
This is this is different. We normally record early. And this is the nighttime. This is the After Hours podcast, and that's why Steven was able to join us because Steven's usually comes to the shop, the later part of the day. So he was there, and we're like, we got to get Steven on, just because again, he is a part of the shop, and we need to get Eric on here too. I'd love to have you and Eric too. Yeah. So
he's still in Jamaica.
Yeah. He's doing it up out there.
Smoking Reggie.
Yeah.
That good stuff.
Yeah. So nothing else, Juan? You good? For sure?
Yeah.
No, we appreciate everybody watching. Again, we encourage you guys to drop a comment. Let us know what topics you guys would like for us to discuss next. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's episode 10. And again, you guys are officially homies now. So we hope to see you on the next one. And we hope to hang out with you guys soon. Back in the Day podcast. You guys have an amazing one. Dang, the Steven debut, man. The Steven debut.
Pinky. Ugh.
I know. That's why I don't wear hats. It fits you, Juan. It fits you. You try it on.
If I were to wear it, I'd wear it like
whoa, mas chingón. Swagged out.
With the 14.
Hold on, let me get a picture. Hold on. Yeah.
The 14.
One more time. Hey, shout out. We got Steven in here too. We got Juan in here. Back in the Day podcast.